Your Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both safe.
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
That is what we all believed, but it is not so. I can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Ferdiad are as solid as they come. How did you manage to
do?
Uh-oh.
He's dead. He died in my place.
That's what I was worried about.
Jesus Christ.
I see. We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness.
And he
As
was
for
the
state of
MVP for
kingdom,
our last fight.
The lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rowe. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region. She is a mage who has served the royal family for more than 20 years. There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire. There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more. What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies. We need the legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom. Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back into the light.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back. And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
Wipe them all out? I don't think any of us here are suggesting anything that extreme.
Professor, there is something I would like to ask you. Please, join me inside the monastery.
Damn, man.
To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened, odd as that is to admit. There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough for now. On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then, the Knights of Seiros have continued searching for her. And for you, I hear they have yet to find any promising leads. As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, never mind. Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery. After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Seiros and returned to serve the kingdom. However... This is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? It's a well-known fact among former retainers. There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage. But I'm afraid none of that matters now.
Cornelia, Do not tell me that you...
The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, the royal bloodline will come to an end. All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out. With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blathid was erased from this world. True to her word, all we could do was watch as she tore the kingdom apart before our eyes. Since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public, there have always been those who believed His Highness was still alive. As for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors. An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom territory. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by human hands. I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. I knew the rumors were true. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I found him. I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation. I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done. I would wager that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should take this opportunity to get some rest.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Guardian Moon. The Delusional Prince. Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seiros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
And so we begin again under very different circumstances.
You? So you were alive after all.
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Gilbert has told us everything. From here on, our strength is yours as well.
Does my heart well to see that all of you are safe. Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
We have two objectives: to overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Seiros.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
We'll make Garreg Mach our base, and prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment. This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base? Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby. And though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
She's right. In fact, why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce about all the good old days at the academy. I can't wait.
How carefree of you.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which will be sorely needed as
fools. Stay out of this.
Please, calm yourself, Your Highness. We are not your enemies.
My enemies say the same.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
I feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force. As am I.
Mercy. Hate to tell you this, but you're gonna need an ocean of tea in order to get through to that guy. Oh, Ingrid. Oh, Ingrid. We could host a tea party. Fine. He's the one we had an eye on. Let's have a look in the ruins of this place.
And we couldn't do it last year because this was a time when we lost our dad.
Well, let's make up for lost time, but... My god, what a moment!
Thank you for inviting me.
The dude was on edge and we've grown up so much that we don't just have a basket of cookies anymore. We have a whole top tray of things. They're still afraid of tea though.
It's a bit hot.
It's been 5 years and you somehow don't understand that tea is hot. The hell? Now, do we still know our students the same way we did 5 years ago? Alice, you are continuing the trend. Alice, Alice, you never forgot about Ingrid.
My nerves. Oh, but I'll leave if I'm in your way.
No, you stay. We've never lost touch with Ingrid. But it makes it all the more bittersweet that we can never hold you in our goddess-like arms.
I wish I could get a look at how her hairstyle changed, because I can't tell if it's put up or if it's been cut short.
I'd like to think for the bows, the back, it's been tied up.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll admit, I like her with the hair short.
Yeah. She's definitely more majestic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Catherine in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Except with a pointy lance. Man, it just feels so good to reconnect with these students. And I don't want me to go into backstage in the recording process, but it's been nearly 2 months since we've recorded Fire Emblem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before we went to war with Edelgard, we took a 2-month break.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got so far ahead in recording that we decided, you know what, we wanted to hold back and get your feedback on everything.
Yeah, and this was also when we lost touch of the PC and whatnot.
Yep, so, it's a nice change of pace that we get to come back to these students, both in story and in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me happy that we still, connect with these students in the proper way that we do. But now everything's changed, except not really. And now we get to do everything that we did beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So, just like old times, let's explore the monastery.
And I guess we still teach our students too.
I suppose so. And random NPCs have rejoined us, and it seems like this place has got a new makeover. And also, the cats are back! The cats monastery is back in action, baby. And we have side quests galore.
And support still.
Speaking of which, guess who's back in our place?
At last, I return to my domain. My lonely paradise. My realm of exquisite solitude. Huh? Professor? Is that you? You didn't hear that just now, did you? Right! You didn't? Well, I'm good.
Oh, wait, what's advanced drills? Oh, we get to... I guess... Spruce... Oh, we get to train with her?
I guess.
Weird. Yeah, so advanced drills are how we spend our professor points now, I suppose. Very nice. I like that. And it also gives us a chance to reconnect for our students. Fantastic. Oh, Lasifia. Oh, you look so good.
I should probably keep things to myself. But in all honesty, what matters to me more than anything is ensuring a peaceful, quiet future for my parents. About the kingdom, I simply want to remove the threat of the Empire. Because of this, Dimitri's fixation on Edelgard is convenient to me. I fight for my own reasons and no others.
Yet you're still here, and you still want who want to kick ass, you magic user, you.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna be going back and forth between our own personal thoughts and just enjoying the embrace of being back in the monastery and chatting with people. But man, I gotta say, and Dimitri, I got a lot to say, but let's talk to Alois.
Where have you been hiding? Anyway, now that we're reunited in the land of the living, I must fulfill my promise. The promise I made to the captain, to keep you safe. I can't believe you've forgotten. How cold.
Whoops. Okay, look, we didn't remember everything, alright? But the meme is still here!
Professor. Nothing to report. You know, it's such a thrill to be able to greet you like this again. I almost died as well in the battle 5 years ago. But I won't allow any enemies to get into this place again. I promise you that. Even if the Death Knight shows up, I'll be sure to... Well, for now I'll keep training, so I can eventually feel confident that I can stop him.
The meme shall never die. I'm somehow proud of you.
Is Dedue really gone? There's so much more I wanted to say to him. He was always so tender with the flowers in the greenhouse. I wonder how they're doing.
Probably overrun.
Yeah.
Probably grow, being out of control, become weeds. Hate to bag on Dedue's reputation, but speaks for itself.
I need a favor.
Hello, jester-like lady.
Hey, I could use a hand.
So we have many fights, and many side quest fights. Is the amiibo gazebo still here? Hell yes. The spirit of Ike shall never die.
He's supporting us against this war.
He fights for the friends who he's never met.
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed. No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way. Anything you ask
I like
of
how
me,
the...
I shall see it through. You saved my life, and I am in your debt.
I like how it's keeping up with the running theme of her never changing throughout time.
Yeah.
I still remain the same. I'm still a little girl. Don't ask me why.
Really?
But I guess now we can get, I guess, talk about Dimitri and Dudu, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've heard many times back and forth about Dudu saying he's all for Dimitri and nothing else. But goddamn, I feel kind of gypped. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
The fact that we don't see a cutscene of like Dudu actually, you know, doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could have been like an epic cutscene of, you know, of that nature. No. I mean, there still might be time, but
Professor,
still, it just
seeing
seems a bit
everyone
cold.
together again, it's like I'm in a dream. I feel it's time for me to forge my own path and find my own place in this world. Yes, they're in the Alliance, but they're merchants, so they have the means to escape if need be.
I'm also noticing that we're only seeing our students so far.
Yep.
So it makes me think we've done our good job in recruiting everyone we could.
Yep. Ferdinand, Raphael, and Lorenz. And Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the guys who we didn't get to recruit. Great conversation. But yeah, man, the fact that Dimitri is now like, screw friendship, screw fixing anything, it's just kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
Like I said before in the last episode, the guy's on edge. And it kind of puts me on edge thinking, one of these cutscenes could be like, oh, guess what? Dimitri went nuts.
Yeah.
And has murdered everyone.
It would shock me if his state right now is the reason why he lost his eye.
Maybe. Who knows though?
Listen.
But this game, it wants to throw curveballs at you in both ways. At first, it was, you know, where the plot twist of the monastery coming to an end, followed immediately by the good feeling of like everyone returning, you know, and it's all good. And then like a minute after, oh yeah, the dude's dead. It's like, game, I don't mean to criticize, but could you please pick a mode? Pick a mood, please. Is it a good happy time or a somber time which I should just sit down in the corner and cry? But I guess if the game is putting me on edge, as in Dimitri, and make me feel all those roller coasters.
You probably don't have time to waste on cleaning. Maybe I wasn't taking the situation seriously enough. After all, the Imperial Army could be showing up at any time. I was just so happy to see you again. And everyone else too. Maybe I got carried away.
Game,
Oh,
goddamn, pick a mode.
That's so nice to hear.
I feel the story's done a good job as a result.
I finally managed to meet up with everyone again, but they're all so gloomy. Hey, Professor, here to join me for a cup of tea? We could invite the others and the soldiers. Doesn't it? Oh, there probably isn't time to bake any treats, though. Oh, I should invite Dimitri to come along as well, though I don't suppose he'll want to join in.
You could be a jerk and bring the tea to him? Oh, come on! Game, what the hell? Oh, Professor, it'd be nice to have tea. No tea for you, though.
Hey, Professor, you won't believe what happened. I figured I couldn't go back to the Empire after Garrick Mach fell, so I started drifting across the Kingdom and Alliance. Then, I just happened to run into our old class, so we came back to the monastery together.
Wow, what a brief cut out of the story you did. Hey, guess what? Things went down. I went places, and then I came back. I have a backstory.
It's been a while. It's really good to see you again.
Ah, the
Gorgeous
monks.
as ever,
They never fail to be stupid. I'm a monk. I'm a monk. I'm a stupid walking in place monk.
So many times I wished you were around. I'm glad you're back. Your skills are worth more than a whole army.
Sylvain, can you just... I better stop moving. I think they see. I'm gone. Well, I've made a fool of myself. The other way I go. Oh God, game never change.
I thought about making a compilation of all the freakouts that they've had, but that would be a lot of videos to sift through.
Yep. It'd be a supercut of stupidity. The stupid cuts, we shall call it. So we've nearly met up with all of our students again, except for a select few. I mean, I know we haven't seen Petra at all. We haven't seen Dorothea, Leone, Marianne.
I'm so glad I found you here, Professor. Now I don't have to worry about what to do with myself. Captain Geralt told me to look out for you after all. So now my purpose is clear. I'll do everything I can to protect you.
And I just love this little touch of their voice actors sounding older too.
It's just something that never changes to be, pleasant. Hey, timid Marianne, how goes it?
Professor, is there any reason for me to remain here? I want to be useful, of course, but I'm not sure anyone needs me. If you really mean that, I will stay and do my best to help.
Everyone's needed. It is a shame how we couldn't recruit everyone, but I feel like we got our fair share of successes. Wish I could just say the same thing for Dudu. It especially stings for me because, like I mentioned, in our fight against Edelgard, he was the MVP. We brought him back to life.
Yeah.
And then the game just took it from us. Like, no. It's like, no. He is dead. Dudu is dead. It's like, no.
I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure do my best to clean up the mess. I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back.
You're gonna be in here all day, every day, aren't you? Dare I say, are you gonna use her bed? Creepy little bastard.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
We'll say though, she's taken after Manuela a lot. I gotta give her points for that.
We have given proper burial to the
Oh,
Imperial
you spawned right
soldiers
next to
killed in
me.
the monastery.
You must be a
The ones
ghost.
who were sent to investigate the thieves. Already, rumors spread that they were utterly annihilated. So regardless of whether there are spies observing us, the Imperial army will know of this soon enough. Your Highness, Dmitri, how could you be so reckless? I have a request.
You're asking that as if the guy is sound of mind. Have you seen the guy? I know you've been away for quite a while, Gil, but dear chum, but visuals are one thing. Ah, the teachers.
All gathered in one place.
Right where Ray
In Lady
is
Rhea's
pretty much.
absence, I will follow you. That's what she would want me to do. Know that wherever you might lead us, I'll continue searching for Lady Rhea. Good, because I will not budge on that point. Welcome back, Professor.
I won't follow you, but wow, you could at least sound a little bit infused.
What?
What? I know. What indeed, my good chum?
5
Indeed.
long years I've searched for you and the Archbishop. It is a pleasure to see you again. The Church of Seiros will follow you from now on, but please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea. Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength.
I know she probably doesn't want anyone else to know, but she's a dragon.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to miss.
Have not been damaged. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is
It's
another
called
effect of your
hibernation.
crest.
Look it up, douchebag.
I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
Don't say it like that.
5 years and you
Content
still
with
haven't
serving
changed.
you wherever you go, then. I cannot waste any opportunity.
Every movement you make, every shake, every scratch, every arm movement, I shall be watching
You haven't
intently.
changed a bit. At your age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years. Though, I suppose I haven't changed either, right? Thank you for noticing, by the way.
We
just
call it
the
not
two of us,
updating a model.
forever young.
Makes life easier.
Oh, let me have my fun.
Look, okay, it just shows you were not interesting enough to give a new model to. Meanwhile, though, we get Cyril who gets an update.
Yeah.
The hell?
Because they're more interesting than Cyril is.
I suppose so. Meanwhile, where is our loner? Because we never spoke to him during our first fight back, so I want to see how he seems, because he seems to be more uplifting.
Yeah.
Which is weird, and I fear for our lives. Hey, Professor. I know 5 years ago I was all about the murder and death and destruction, but now I like friendship.
It's like him and Dimitri flipped a coin.
Next time bring your friends, because I have lots of them.
I have a request concerning that creature. I can hardly look at the thing in the state it's in. Do something about it.
There it is. There's that snarky hatred that we know and love.
We tracked the boar for 5 years. I thought he was dead. In the state he's in, he might as well be. He's gotten better at killing people. And in exchange, surrendered what little humanity he had.
You do know I can hear you over there. These walls echo.
He's got...
Dimitri, Felix, do you remember the things you lost like 5 years ago?
No, why would I? Although, to be fair, now it would mean much more to me. It would be nice.
Do you secretly love dolls, Felix?
Yeah. No. Who would?
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
I left it in this exact spot 5 years ago. Now does one person... Oh yeah, we probably won't find Petra here because she's from another country, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So that comes at a late... Never mind! Never mind! Hush my cynical mouth! Here I thought the game was going to be subtle and very clever with like backstories and whatnot, but no.
is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom and Alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first.
She looks a lot more tribal.
Yes.
Fitting for her character.
But corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Yet your English still sucks. Good to know. Oh well, to be fair, I guess priorities are a little bit better. Okay. And dare I say, I don't think no one is gonna want to step into the Black Eagle room. It's kind of bad juju. If I had to hazard a guess.
Bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck or C. Oh, traitor! Because she stayed in the Edelgard room. It shall be forever known as the Edelgard room. Because you know who stayed in that room?
Hi.
Edelgard. But I'm being silly at this point. We've got a few friends to round up. By round up, I mean speak to, and then we shall be on our way and just do Professor Points and whatnot.
That reminds me. Garrick Mach is a mess. So is Dimitri, honestly.
You look halfway between being in the kitchen and being a woodworker.
If not for you arriving, Professor, I'd be heading home about now. Though staying here is still more appealing than living with my big brother.
She's a lot less energetic now.
Yep, and she seems to be a lot less skittish in, chilling and not doing any work.
But I was right in saying that it's only the people we recruited that are here.
Yep. Yeah, because I can imagine other people are elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that means. Oh no, who's in the room?
Petra.
Petra, why? Don't make me hate you! Yep, sure enough, it's tied to the back.
Braided in the back, that's
These
nice.
past 5 years, many kingdom houses have become vassals of the Empire. The major houses of Fraldarius, Gautier, Karen, and my own family Galatea remain loyal. But the lords of the minor domains in the west have almost entirely defected. After all the royal family has done for them, they respond with betrayal. And to think they have the gall to call themselves nobles. But we still have His Highness, and you, Professor. I'm sure we can take back the kingdom's lands.
We'll just have to make sure Dimitri doesn't spill that land with red first.
Yeah.
And by red, I mean tea from Mercy. Because that's the only thing on Dimitri's mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll out the red carpet for him. By red, I mean crimson.
And not red like Edelgard.
Edelgard. But I think with that the guys, we've had a nice brief reunion for all our students. Had ups and downs and in and outs of all kinds as far as emotions go. So it gets us raring to go and get back into killing, fighting, and making friendship in school. As much as we can. So if you like this video, guys, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, then be sure to go the same way as Dimitri right now, because you must be insane. Yeah, that's it. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe, and then we shall see you all next time, where class is back in session. The classes of friendship. The friendship does not include Edelgard.
Yeah.
See you next time, guys. Edelgard.